Hi, this is Aken, and welcome back to my channel. We had some interesting news. As you may recall, we had an incident on the New York City subway last year, and a former Marine named Daniel Penny stepped up to the plate and took care of an individual named Jordan Nelly, who was acting all crazed up and on drugs and having problems and threatening a lot of passengers who were not white, by the way. Unfortunately, he passed away after the individual tried to restrain him, but because he was in poor health, well, he had problems. And, Alvin Bragg tried to prosecute Daniel Penny and try to play a fast one on us this week, and he got burned. Daniel Penny is now a free man, and he's free to do something else, free to sue the crap out of the DA Alvin Bragg. Love that part, sue Alvin Bragg, yes, for bringing a emotionally, politically charged case against him when it was a simple self-defense. Not only that, but you had another incident that also happened on the subway. Luckily, the train was in Brooklyn this time. Wasn't in Manhattan, where Alvin Bragg can get his dirty paws on Jordan Williams. He also had to defend people, especially this time it was his girlfriend, after she was assaulted by a homeless person, harassing people. And he had to use a weapon to dispose of the individual. And even though the DA in Brooklyn charged him, the grand jury of Brooklyn had a lot more common sense than the grand jury of Manhattan and decided not to indict Jordan Williams. And we see the difference. I mean, the two self-defense cases, but because one happened in Brooklyn and the person was African American, and the other one happened in Manhattan and the person was white, well, the Brooklyn grand jury saw through the whole thing, decided not to prosecute Jordan Williams, but the Manhattan grand jury, believing the bologna sausage of Alvin Bragg, decided to prosecute Daniel Penny. And you saw all Black Lives Matters going nuts over this, but they didn't go nuts for the other guy who got killed. But the thing is, yes, I think the Justice Department, once under Trump control and Pamela Bond get in there, she should look into investigating Alvin Bragg's and probably helping Daniel Penny's case, for legal action against this guy, and probably force him out of office, which he needs to be. Ever since Alvin Bragg came in, crime has gotten horrible in Manhattan. It's gotten worse. I mean, it's not just because of the fair beating. It's all levels of crimes are up. Some have gone down a little bit, but the majority of it is still up. Some are down from the highs, but unfortunately, the highs of 2022 to 2024 is much higher than the highs of 2014. So that's the problem. We need a DA that will prosecute real criminals and not make up fake cases as they go along, with like the Trump and Penny's case, or worse, what happened to the bodega worker who had to defend himself against an individual attacking him in his booth, and he also sent this innocent person to Rikers Island. It just show you that Bragg is a horrible, horrible human being. He's a horrible DA. And he looks like a freaking empire penguin looking for its next fish meal who should be sent to the North Pole on his way. He doesn't belong there. You have great DAs over the years in the Manhattan, but Alvin Bragg's, I could not say he's a great DA. I could say the opposite. Horrible individual. Of course, his predecessors know better either. Isn't it right, Vance Jr., whatever your name is? Give me gas just thinking about it. And yes, he was the first one who wanted to stop going after fare beaters. And Bragg just came along for the ride afterwards. So the thing is, yes, I think Penny should go after him and sue him for everything he got. Bankrupt the district attorney's office to the point that they have to get rid of Bragg's and put somebody else in their place who will prosecute real crime, not worried about the feelings and the circumstance of the criminal. It's the victims you're supposed to worry about, not the criminal. Oh, we know this man killed an 86-year-old man for $300, but I was looking into the life of this criminal and see all the hardships he had. Who the hell cares? Do you want me to play the violin for you? By the way, that was the assistant district attorney who I was just mocking. She was also the person responsible for losing the Daniel Penny case. So, they had no compassion for victims of crime. They only had compassion for the criminals. And that has to end. The criminals' days of wine and roses, it should be coming to an end, starting on January 20, 2025, when Trump comes along and sworn in as number 47 President of the United States. Whether Alvin Bragg's like it or not. So this is how I can say so long for now. Don't forget to stop. And if you happen to live in Manhattan, please contact your local officials. Tell them to get on the bandwagon to kick Alvin Bragg out. Because you need to. There's too much crime. And he's spending all your dimes on nonsense.